Beat the 92. That's my challenge for Football Manager 2024. I'm Anders. Hello. And I want to beat every single English League club in a competitive fixture in the same save game. Yes, I am mad. From Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly.
All the way through to Wycombe Wanderers and everyone in between. I've given myself a 10-season window to try and get this done, so we need to just win under 10 games every single season against different clubs each and every year. Sounds easy! I started unemployed, but within 10 days find myself a new home at Bradford City, replacing old Sparky.
All my friends from school are still living in the village and in the area and whatever.
I've got a 2-year contract and I'm taking bets in the comments on how many of the 92 clubs I'll be able to beat in that time frame before we get a new job. Oh yeah, I've imposed a 2-year max spell at each club just to make this daft idea a little bit harder. The media prediction is 5th and the board are hopeful of the playoffs, so maybe we can make good headway into League 2 if nothing else. A bit of housekeeping at this point: a victory counts if it happens in normal time in either a League, Cup or European fixture. Victories in extra time or on penalties count for absolutely nothing, and neither do wins over an under-23 side in the Papa John's Trophy. Now, I've chucked a 4-4-2 gegenpress tactic to start with, and this looks like it might be our best 11. And hey, look, there's Matt Derbyshire.
This hit shot from Jason Roberts, finding Matt Derbyshire.
I didn't even realise he was still playing. Our best player is apparently our goalkeeper in Harry Lewis, so hopefully that means a secure pair of hands, which is critical to not losing games. But maybe we need to sort out the strikers to win some games as well. We shall see. We started out on fire at home to Colchester as Clark O'Dore drifted in at the back post and headed home the first goal of the series. Get in. Young Bobby Poynton ran through the defence like a prime Michael Owen and slotted home to grab a second and put us on our way to our first victory. We were nowhere in our next 2 away games, but back on home soil it was O'Dore and Poynton linking up to score 2 more goals and secure another victory, this time over Crewe. The League 2 table at the end of August saw us sitting 9th, but more importantly it was 2 down and just 90 to go. Our first away scalp came in the very next game, just around the corner from me at a very wet and soggy One-Call Stadium, as we put 3 past a struggling Mansfield, with Poynton once again getting his name on the scoresheet with the final goal. 3 defeats followed, but a cracking game away at Newport County put us back on track, and our imaginary counter is now up to 4 clubs. Maybe I should add a counter as well, because that would make things easier to follow along with. Let's do that from now on. We ended September with another victory as our Kenyan superstar nodded home the only goal at home to Walsall. We started and ended October with defeats to Tranmere and Wimbledon, but the intervening 5 games saw us double our win total. We beat Swindon, Grimsby, Wrexham, MK Dons and Sutton, and to take us to the 10% mark against our target. This challenge might not take that long if we keep this up. Spoiler, it will. The league table at the end of the month left us well in the promotion hunt, and that would open the door to even more clubs that we can try and beat and tick off our list. But let's not get carried away just yet, as there's still a dozen or more clubs to beat in League 2 yet. I had my hand forced into changing the formation as it occurred to me, spoiler, the guy told me so, that we were leaving out a really good player who can only play attacking midfielder. So Alex Patterson, you're in now mate, and we're still time to shine. And shine he did, scoring within an hour to give us another win, ticking Barrow off of our list. Either side of that result, we were dumped out of both remaining cup competitions, so we could focus just on scoring as many wins as possible against new opposition in the league. We nearly made it an even dozen against Notts County with an Andy Cook header putting us ahead, but late on the newly promoted side caught us on the break with McGoldrick levelling the score, and as you know, a draw is useless to us. After another draw, we got to the dozen with a 2-0 win at Forest Green, with Pattison once again scoring after his reintroduction into the starting 11. December gave us 2 more teams to tick off the list, namely Salford and Doncaster, along with 2 pointless draws and a disappointing defeat. The league table was looking decent as we hit the turn of the year, but we were now going into the second half of the season and therefore repeat fixtures. We were sitting on 14 out of 92, but as we were already out of all 3 cups, we could only realistically reach 21 by the end of the season. That's only an additional 7 teams left on our fixture list. January needs no mention really, as our only wins came against teams we had already beaten, and February would also likely be slim pickings, as our only chance at advancement came against Wimbledon at the start of the month. Despite going 3-0 up by half time, we managed to squander our chance and let in 3 second half goals for another of those useless draws. The rest of February was great for our promotion hopes, as we now led the chasing pack in third, but an injury to our star goalkeeper Harry Lewis was going to make March, where we had 4 potential scalps on offer, much tougher. Having our 39-year-old goalkeeping coach in between the sticks didn't really hamper us too much, as we finally ticked off another club on the list with a 2-0 victory over Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly.
In the following weeks, we took our March hit rate up to 75%, as further victories against Harrogate and Tranmere came along with this 96th minute winner to grab that all-important victory. Our run-in was pretty abysmal in that we lost to Gillingham, the only remaining team that we could tick off of our list this season, and this left us at 17 out of the 92 clubs beaten and only 75 left to go. We're nearly there. But it wasn't all doom and gloom, as with 7 points from the final 3 games of the season, Bradford had secured promotion to League One. This will open up a massive chunk of those clubs for us to beat next season. So not all bad really.